Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to Logical Republican. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're having a great week. And remember, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please do hit that subscribe button. The like button is always welcome. And if you have a friend that maybe shares the same opinions with you, that share button is there too. And if you have somebody who maybe has differing opinions on the political spectrum and you just kind of want to piss them off, hit the share button too and see what kind of reaction you get. So let's talk about San Francisco. Let's kind of keep on the same theme, the same thread. I'm sure you've probably, if you've watched any news channel or any news website, you've probably heard about what happened this Saturday afternoon in downtown San Francisco. So near Union Square, the San Francisco 49ers first round draft pick of this season, Ricky Pearsall, was shot in broad daylight in Union Square in downtown San Francisco on Labor Day weekend during the tourist season. Yes, Pearsall was out at an autograph signing session earlier in the day and decided to explore Union Square on his own. He was walking around by himself, and this quite possibly could have been the first time he's actually ever done it, since the 49ers facility is actually about 45 miles south of San Francisco in Santa Clara. So technically they are the Santa Clara 49ers because former Mayor Gavin Newsom did not want to make a deal with the 49ers to build a new stadium and other things out near where Candlestick Park used to be. So thank you, Gavin Newsom, for making them the Santa Clara 49ers. Anyways, so this is the part of town that I walked through a few months ago in one of my podcast videos showing the blight and major evacuation of major retailers and name brand stores over the past few years. If you haven't seen it, please go back and look at it. So the vacancies are they're everywhere, right? Nordstrom left, Neiman Marcus left, that beautiful store on the corner of Geary and Stockton where Neiman Marcus was, built for Neiman Marcus, built by Neiman Marcus for goodness sakes, is now just empty. I mean, it is stripped clean inside. Macy's is saying they are going to leave. 1 million square feet of prime retail in downtown San Francisco gone. This was once the crown jewel of West Coast retail shopping. It was a destination. I'm going to Union Square to go shopping. Well, this all happened again. It was Saturday afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Ricky Pearsall was approached by some 17-year-old thug from Tracy, California, which is a bedroom community about an hour with no traffic east of San Francisco. Used to be a farming community, and then it became a bedroom community when housing prices in the Bay Area shot up so much. And now it is still a bedroom community, but there's a lot of warehouses out there. So it's a distribution center basically for Amazon and other places because it's kind of midway through between San Francisco and Sacramento and all of the other towns in between. So anyways, this kid had a gun and Ricky Pearsall had a Rolex. Kid wanted the Rolex, so he pulled a gun. And by all accounts, Ricky Pearsall said something like, "No effing way, a-hole." And then a struggle over the gun happened. Shots were fired. Both guys got hit. Now, Ricky Pearsall is lucky as all hell. The bullet went through his chest, out his back, no vital organs hit. Wow. I mean, no surgery, out of the hospital the next day. Basically, Band-Aids, for goodness sakes. If you have a chance, some people actually took videos of Pearsall bloody, up and walking to the ambulance. I mean, what a freaking badass this dude is. Now, San Francisco Police Department did respond quickly, right? There was a lady sergeant that is credited, I don't know the reality of it behind it, but she's basically credited for calming him down and essentially saving his life. But they did have an outpost, or they do have a temporary, which is now a permanent outpost, which was also detailed in one of my videos. And they caught the thug, a couple blocks away. Now, to her credit, she was actually out talking to another merchant down the block. She heard the gunshots and she saw what was going on, and she came and she rendered first aid to Pearsall. So kudos to her. I'm hoping she gets a medal, an award, a promotion, something, because I mean, just fantastic on her part to, calm him down and be, I guess the voice of reason in a time of crisis. So both of them went to the hospital. The guy's in jail. He's going to get prosecuted, of course, as a juvenile. So he's 17, so he'll be out by the time he's 18, charged with attempted murder, blah, blah, blah. So London Breed, the mayor of San Francisco, and police chief Bill Scott, they did a quick damage control press conference right afterwards. I think literally within like 2 hours afterwards, stating, the usual stuff, right? How they take gun violence seriously, and complimenting the quick response of SFPD, which, again, to their credit, they did, and that the perpetrator is in custody. So damage control are the key two words here. Total damage control. It was Labor Day weekend, okay? A time of the year when San Francisco is typically flooded with tourists from every corner of planet Earth, except they didn't really show up this year. I mean, maybe it's about 50% of what it was, say, 10 years ago. But they didn't show up so much this year, and they didn't really show up much last year and the year before, and then there was COVID, and, with all of the things going on downtown. And this incident, is anybody going to show up next year? I don't know. I mean, think about this for a second. If a professional athlete, right, the dude looks like he could kick some ass. He's probably got, like 5% body fat. 6'2", 215 pounds-ish, in the middle of the afternoon in downtown San Francisco with people on the sidewalk, businesses open. It's not like it was 3 o'clock in the morning in a dark parking lot, okay? If this could happen to a world-class athlete in broad daylight, think about this for a second. You're a family and you're coming from Sydney or Tokyo, and you want to visit San Francisco because, you've seen it on TV or whatever, the allure of San Francisco. Well, am I really going to go now? If I'm that random family, I'm thinking to myself, if this could happen to a world-class athlete, it could happen to me. It could happen to my kids. Why do I want to risk that? So maybe now the Sydney family is flying to Tokyo, and the Tokyo family flies south to Sydney for holiday, instead of dealing with the filth, the drugs, the crime, and all of that other stuff that infests downtown San Francisco and its bordering neighborhoods. It's an honest thing that you've got to think about if you're the city of San Francisco and the people who, take care of things that, the tourist bureau and all of this. But seriously, now, what exactly is the attraction to visit San Francisco? I've been thinking about this, right? If you look at my videos, what do you see when you see downtown San Francisco? It's basically urban blight. I mean, there's really not a whole lot there. It's expensive. It's dirty. It's smelly. The traffic sucks. Public transportation is decent if you know where to go and what time of day. BART is smelly. The stations smell like poop, although they are trying to clean them up. There's thugs everywhere that hop the gate. Although they're trying to put in like gates that are hopless or whatever, you can't cheat the fare. Downtown Union Square retail is basically dead. A lot of the well-known restaurants are closed or are closing or have been forced out of business by city or state imposed fees, taxes, and pay hikes. So, okay, I'm just thinking again, outside the box here. I'm a tourist. I've never been there. And maybe seeing or walking across the Golden Gate Bridge is a bucket list thing for them. I mean, I still get chills driving across the Golden Gate Bridge. It is very cool. Maybe a ferry ride to Alcatraz to sit in Al Capone's cell. All right. So that's 2 days. What else? What else is going on? Okay, then maybe you want to go to Napa, you want to go here, you want to go to Monterey, but that's not San Francisco, right? What is actually in San Francisco that is there? The shopping is gone. The allure is gone. Lots of cities have a Chinatown. Lots of cities have a ballpark. Lots of cities have good seafood, right? I mean, Madam Mayor, London Breed, is trying to show how tough she is now on crime and the homeless issues by shipping homeless people out of town. But as if you watched my video from last week, you will see that it's still there. The drug problem, the zombies, the homeless people, the blight is all still there. I didn't see any cop enforcement. I didn't see any homeless advocates out there, with bottles of water or public toilets or anything like that. The homeless issue has lingered for generations in San Francisco. Keep in mind, London Breed is the same mayor that wanted to defund the police and migrate hundreds of millions of dollars from the police budget to so-called black parts of town, Bayview and Hunters Point, in the aftermath of the George Floyd incident. This was all to appease the woke voters, right? And also so City Hall didn't get burned down and her home didn't get protested. It was a political ploy. But now she's tough. She's the tough mayor. But remember, she's also the mayor that wanted to spend $6 million to purchase a Tenderloin building to serve as a shooting gallery where drug addicts could go and inject themselves safely with drugs that they probably purchased right outside the frickin' front door. Now, if you don't know what a shooting gallery is not a place at the county fair where you get a BB gun and you hit a target and maybe win a stuffed animal. No, a shooting gallery is a building that has rooms where a drug addict can go and quote unquote safely shoot up the drug of their choice that they bought out on the street. Never mind that they could arrest a drug dealer or put those drug addicts into rehab. No. Let's spend $6 million on a place where they can do drugs and live on the sidewalk and barf and rob people. Yeah, anyways, that's just me rambling. But City Hall is correct. They are correct on one thing, that the homeless rate and the number of firearm crimes and incidents is significantly lower than other liberal-led cities like Chicago or Philly or New York or LA. So that part is true. The Pearsall shooting, though, came at exactly the wrong time for Breed and her re-election campaign, because she's probably, about 2 months, it's about 2 months out from Election Day, and she has a few people breathing down her neck. So, again, San Francisco is a place where the average fixer-upper dump of a home sells for, let's just say, $1 million. $1 million is on the low end for a piece of crap 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,600 square foot home in a part of town. But these parts of town, for the most part, are not impacted by what happens downtown and all of that. And these voters really don't care unless or until they get their window smashed or somebody punches them in the face while trying to rob them of their wallet. Most of these voters are idealists, and, they really don't care what happens in other parts of town. They vote on this, they vote on that. Let's raise the price on this, let's raise the price, because it doesn't impact them. So anyways, this is kind of my whole thing about the city of San Francisco and what in the heck is going on. If you're planning on going, know where you're going, okay? Talk to somebody from there, not somebody who just moved there, somebody who grew up there that can give you advice on where to go. Even the best neighborhoods in town are not victimless. There was a woman a few months ago pushing her stroller with a baby in it in Noe Valley who got assaulted and robbed. Noe Valley is a very upscale neighborhood with $2.5 million homes. If it can happen there, it can happen in any part of San Francisco. But again, talk to somebody who knows the landscape. Please do that, because if you go left instead of right, if you go straight instead of backward, it's literally the difference between going into Tiffany's and seeing some guy in a deserted doorway shooting up his fix. Thank you for stopping in. If you like what you see, like what you hear, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And if you have a chance, visit logicalrepublican.com. That is my blog. See ya.